Michael Gutierrez. Thanks for joining us, everybody. The Basement here at Chicago 3 Media. We're just hanging out. What could be more realer? More realer, is that even a word? What could be more real than actually shooting in the basement? Look at the background. That's right? Boss. I am the boss. That reminds me of some guy I used to work for in the car business. Guy yelled at me for letting a guy walk off the lot. And he tells me, "Get over here, Mike." And I was like, "What did I do?" He's like, "You let him walk off the lot." I said, "I'm sorry, boss." He goes, "That's right. I am the boss." Well, guess what? I am the boss of my show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the Midwest. In fact, the whole country is being crazy. First and foremost, the weather. Can you tell? The weather's been crazy. I mean, you're getting snow in Texas. 35 degrees in San Antonio, and they had a snowstorm yesterday. How can that actually happen? Well, we're in the Midwest. We're in Chicago here, and we've surpassed our ultimate high in inches of snow. I mean, this winter season in Chicago has been really crazy. I'm born and raised here in this beautiful city of Chicago, and I haven't seen anything so crazy, I don't think ever in my life. And not only that, it's been so cold. I mean, the highs for this Monday and Tuesday, which we're coming into the end of January of 2014, it's not even supposed to pass 0 degrees. Those are your highs. Yeah, it seems like more of a low for us that live here. I mean, it gets really depressing to be home, and it's like, oh gosh, the weather's been crazy. I mean, would anybody else agree with me here? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's freezing out there. But you know what? Us Chicagoans, we bear it out, right? We bear through the storm. Bears. Well, Super Bowl's coming up, and minus the Bears, but we still bear down in Chicago. It's still cold here, and we bundle up. Anyway, so with some other news, interesting news here, guys. Justin Bieber. Who's big fans of Justin Bieber here? Yay! The Basement has to report that Justin Bieber was pulled over in Miami in a 2014 Ferrari. I don't know what model. I don't know about Ferraris. I can't even afford anything nearly remotely close to that. But he got pulled over. He got taken to jail for driving under the influence of alcohol. He admitted to be smoking marijuana, and he also was on prescription pills. Now, he's 19 years old, a gazillionaire. And not only that, the guy is acting out. Okay, he's a teenager. I think we acted just as crazy when we were young, minus the gazillion dollars. How did you act when you were 19 in high school and going crazy, right? You probably didn't have any money. You were on the bus. In Chicago, back in my days, we had a super transfer, and you could ride all day long on a Sunday. Those days are over here now, right? Courtesy of the CTA. But anyway, Justin Bieber gets pulled over. Now, this is some more drama. As the days and as this story progresses, Justin Bieber reportedly was drunk. Well, today it comes out that he was actually blew into the breathalyzer 2 times, and it came out 0.11. The second one was 0.18. Both that are under the legal limit in the state of Florida. Somebody messed up. You know what I say to those cops? Decline. You got to go. Well, that's what's going on right now. So supposedly 3 cops are getting suspended, fired. I don't know what the hoopla is with all of this, but the kid is acting out, and you know, it gets to be a little scary. I mean, look, what is common about our child stars? I mean, like I said, I don't like to continue to say how old I am. I'm a 70s child. I'm an 80s child. I grew up in the 80s, and all those shows with, you know, the Facts of Life, the Brady Bunch, and, you know, and all those child stars, something was just crazy with those kids. Well, what do you think is the future for Justin Bieber in the path that he's walking into today, right? Well, I think the money today is a lot more than in the 80s when I was growing up. But still, these guys were acting out Today you got Justin Bieber acting the exact same way with all this money. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of think I don't see a positive future for this kid if he continues on the path that he's walking. I just don't, and you know, I hope the kid straightens out. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, we don't wish bad on anyone, no matter their profession. The basement is about bringing you news, whether it's bad news, good news. No news is good news sometimes, but I wouldn't be on the air. So hey, got to give you some type of news, right? So Justin Bieber, I hope you straighten out, buddy, man. You know, I really do. I hope you grow up, you know, and you know, better luck. Hopefully next time we don't drink and drive, cab it or limo it. How's that? That's what I would do. Stock market, 2 days in a row. We're almost negative 300 points. All the money that I'm taking out of my IRA and going into there, what's going on? I'm losing money. I mean, this was supposed to be a good start of the year. We haven't hit this low in over a year, and now we're at 300 points negative, negatron. That's where we're at right here. And the basement is concerned because we need some equipment and we need a real place to shoot. So, you know, I got to put my money somewhere that it's going to actually gain instead of lose. You know, investors are worried because the weather. This is one thing that kind of freaks me out. How does the weather get to determine my money? So if it's snowing hard all over the country, stock market's down. If it's sunny and pouring or rain and there's tornadoes, stock market's down. I mean, the holidays, stock market's down. Nobody's shopping. I don't see that. Everywhere I go to park in the mall, it's crazy. But I don't know what's going on with the market. I think the basement's going to pull out their little, 401k that we got there with about $200-300, and you know, try to put it somewhere else. To who agrees with me on that one? Anybody agree with me on that one? Yeah. All right, let's take our $200 out of there and invest it somewhere that it should be invested in, because you got these stockbrokers that are just making a ton of money. But anyway, forget about it. We're going to keep moving on. On a serious note, though, 3 shootings in the country in schools in the last 2 weeks, 2 of them being this week. You have a 7th grader shooting another little kid in Roswell, New Mexico, about 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago probably. And then you have one child or college student injured in Purdue University just 2 days ago. And today, the school is locked down as we speak right now. The school of University of South Carolina is on lockdown with a another person in there ready to gun people down. You know, I think this is a serious topic, and I don't even want to joke about this situation. You know, I grew up in Chicago, and you know, in the 70s and 80s, it was really crazy. It was really crazy. You have gang violence, you have gangs and killing each other and shooting each other and beating each other up. And I don't know if I want to say it's right, because it's not right. Violence is not the answer for anything. You want to resolve something, let's talk it over. But of course, unfortunately, today they don't do that. But anyway, what happens now is that you have people just going into these schools or movie theaters and randomly shooting just anyone. And that, to me, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. And you know, if you have a beef with somebody, why don't you go outside and let's do it the old-fashioned Rocky Balboa way. Hey, Adrian, why don't we do it that way? If you need to release some aggression. Unfortunately, today they're releasing aggression with guns and violence in movie theaters and schools. And you know, the other day, a retired cop shoots a gentleman and kills a father that's in the movie theater, texting the babysitter. Now, how preposterous is that? You know, you want to watch a movie that bad. And to top it off, the movie hasn't even begun yet. This is during the previews, and the guy just unloads on a dad. And that's sad, sad news. It's definitely psychological there. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, who knows what the real answer is. But, you know, I always say it starts at the home. But then again, you know, this is a retired cop, so he must have been very aggressive when he was on duty. So, you know, we don't know. I'm sure they're going to go back now in his file and they're going to find, you know, all kind of dirt on him now. The guy's retired, has a pension. You know what? For all I know now, he's probably not going to get it. And you know what? He doesn't deserve it. He took a life, and he doesn't deserve it. But you know what? We got some interesting stuff for you today. We got some more news coming up. We're going to make it exciting, and we're going to come right back. Michael Gutierrez from the basement.